Aloha everyone, welcome to today's class. So today we have a 40-minute calm your mind and deepen your breath flow. For today's class, no props are needed. All you're going to need is your yoga mat. We're going to be focusing on creating some sound vibrations and working with the pranayama that is then followed with our yoga flow. So I'll go ahead and I'll see you guys on the mat. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment after the class, and subscribe if you haven't already.
Finding a comfortable seated position on our yoga mat or on our bolster, whatever you're practicing on today. So for today's class, we're going to tune in with 3 ohms with the assistance of the shrutibox, and then we're going to follow that up with a guided breathwork technique that I'm going to share with you all. And then after that, we're going to get into some movement, and today's movement is going to focus on cultivating strength and stability within the body. We'll go ahead and we'll activate our voices through the sound of Om. So for the sound of Om, I want us to focus on really enunciating each part of the word Om. So it's A-U-M. So it's going to be Aum. And you really want to feel it within your body. So Aum. So we'll go ahead and tune in with 3 of those. So finding any comfortable seated position on your mat. You can allow the hands to rest on top of the thighs, palms facing up if you're a little bit more open and receptive. Palms can come face down if you're in need of some grounding, or hands can come to prayer in front of the heart if that feels best as well. So just sitting with the spine straight, allowing the shoulders to roll back and down, tucking the chin in towards the chest, softening through the eyes with eyelids closed. We'll start off by taking one clearing breath together. So inhaling through the nose, filling up the lungs. And then opening the mouth, exhale, side out. Tuning in with 3 ohms. Last one. Just noticing any subtle differences from this voice activation and allowing sound to be emitted from your body in this way. I'm just noticing any subtle sensations within the belly, within the chest, within the throat, or even within the muscles of the face. I'm just sitting with that here. So now we're going to transition to a pranayama. It's something that I've been practicing a lot recently. So essentially it's going to be 6 counts of a 6-second inhale, 6-second exhale, and then it's going to be followed by 7-second inhale, 7-second exhale, 8, 9, and then working our way up to 10. So don't worry about it. I'll go ahead and I'll guide us through it. All you have to do is follow along. So staying in your comfortable seated position, allowing the breath to continue to flow naturally. We're going to go ahead and get started with this breathing technique. So with your next inhale, we're going to inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, last one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold at the top, suspend the breath for 1, 2. Allow the body to soften, belly relax, soften the gaze of the eyes. 6, 7. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding the breath at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. Lengthen the spine. 6, 7, 8. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2 to 9. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Suspend the breath, hold at the top, soften the belly for 3. Gaze at the third eye. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holding at the top, lengthen the spine, soften the belly, relax the shoulders for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Releasing, exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take the biggest inhale you have thus far, filling up the lungs. Lengthen the spine, elevate the chest, shoulders roll back and down, suspend the breath, soften the lips, Gazing at the point between the eyebrows, relax the jaw, release through the lips, squeeze and hold your mula bandha, muscles of the perineum, sex organs, and then gently releasing through the nose, exhaling it out. Taking a moment to sit with the effects of your breathing technique. Just noticing any subtle shifts or apparent shifts within the body, within the breath, within the quality of the mind. Feeling more expanded through the lungs, through the diaphragm. Breathing a little bit deeper. Feeling a little bit clearer here. Carrying this meditative mindfulness with us throughout our practice, we're going to go ahead and find our way into our tabletop pose. So just finding our way into all fours on our mat here, making sure that the wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, feet hip distance apart. Take a moment to feel yourself grounding down into the earth. Notice the points of contact with the hands, with the knees, with the toes. And then transitioning through some cat-cows. As we inhale, we're going to bring the belly down, gaze up. Exhaling, we're going to round into cat. Inhaling, belly down, gazing up. Exhaling, rounding the back into cat. Two more, inhaling, belly down, gaze up. Exhaling, rounding the back. Last one, inhaling, belly down, gazing up, open through the front of the heart. Exhaling, rounding the back into cat. Finding your way back into a neutral tabletop. From here, we're going to inhale our left arm, right leg up. Exhale, we're going to connect knee to elbow, rounding through the back. Inhaling, extending left arm, right leg. Exhaling, squeeze knee to elbow. Twice more. Inhaling, extending, create length both sides. Exhaling, squeeze and round. Last one. Inhaling, extend, create some length. And then exhaling, squeeze and round. Releasing that. Give the hips a little sway from side to side. And then back into our tabletop, switching sides as we inhale, right arm, left leg up. Exhaling, knee to elbow. Inhaling, extend, lengthen. Exhaling, squeeze and round. Last two, inhaling, extend, create length. Exhaling, squeeze and round. Last one, inhale, reach long both sides. Exhaling, squeeze and round, and releasing that. Give the hips a little sway from side to side. And coming back into our tabletop pose, we're going to bring the palms facing down, fingers towards yourself, and then just with a little bend in the elbows, we're going to rock forward and back here. Just breathing into the wrists. You can keep the toes tucked under, opening through the feet as well. And then hands facing outwards, taking some circles here. You can get the spine involved as well. Just getting some side to side movement within the hips and the spine. And then switching directions. Keeping the toes tucked under as well. Just loosening up through the body. Waking up. And then bringing it back. Palms facing upwards, fingers towards the center. And then we're going to curl the fingers into a fist. Just breathing into that. You can take some circles here if you'd like as well, or you can stay static in this posture. Beautiful. And then keeping the toes tucked under, we're gonna come sit our butts on our heels for a moment. We're gonna take the fingers out in front of us, and we're just gonna take some circles with the wrist and switching directions. And then we're gonna flex the hands back and down, back and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then we're gonna shake it out. Then we're going to find our hands back underneath the shoulders. As we tuck the toes under, we're going to lift the knees up to hover about 6 inches off the mat here. So just starting to wake up through the core. Again, stay steady through the breath, steady through the mind. Starting to just feel the core activate, feel the legs start to activate. Feel the shoulders and the hands supporting you here. And then coming back into your downward facing dog, sending the hips back. Give yourself a few moments to pedal out the feet here, wiggle out the body. Just making sure that the fingers are spread nice and wide. You're equally pressing the hands down into the earth. Internally rotating through the elbows. And then bringing a big bend into the knees. Just feel yourself creating a long line of energy from within the spine, from the crown of the head out through the sits bones. You can add a little bit of a bouncing movement here, opening up through the front of the chest, through the shoulders, through the upper back. Beautiful, and then finding your way back into your downward facing dog. From here we're going to walk, we're going to tiptoe the feet all the way up to the front of our mat, meeting in a forward fold at the front. You can grab a hold of the elbows and sway side to side. Sway front and back. So again, there's a sense of focus and a sense of ease within the mind. Just feeling yourself waking up throughout the body, gaining greater awareness of our body in space. And then releasing the hands down towards the earth. We're going to plant the right hand in between both feet as it's straighten through the left leg. We're going to twist open to the left. You can gaze towards the left, or you can gaze up at the top hand. Breathe into the outer edge of that left leg. Should feel really yummy here. And then releasing that back down, switching sides. Left hand plants as the right leg straightens, twisting open towards the right side. Actively press the left hand into the earth. Breathe into the outside of the right leg. Gazing either towards the right or up at the top hand. Reach the crown of your head forward and in front, lengthening through the spine. Last breath here. And then releasing the hand back down, forward fold at the front of your mat. With an inhale, we're going to come up halfway, flat back, lengthen the spine. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward, forward fold. We're going to do that twice more. Inhaling, rolling up, halfway lift, lengthen the crown of the head. Exhaling, melt forward and down. Last one, inhaling, halfway lift, hands to shins, shoulders away from ears. And then exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time from the sits bones up to the head. As the hands come up overhead, gazing up, exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Inhaling, hands up, reach up, gaze up. Exhaling, hands to prayer, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling, stepping back into our plank. So this class is about strength, cultivating strength and stability. So we're going to take a few moments here to hang out in our plank pose. And again, allowing this to be like any other posture, allowing it to be a meditative space for us. Just making sure the fingers are spread nice and wide. We're actively pressing down through the hands. Shoulders directly over the wrists. You can always modify by lowering the knees. Always meet yourself wherever you're at. If the knees need to lower or hover, you're more than welcome to do so. But if you're staying in plank, making sure that the core is active here. Feel your belly button kissing against your spine, sucking your navel in. Slightly rounding through the upper back. Using this as a posture to help open up between the shoulder blades here. Make sure that the tailbone isn't sticking up. Tailbone is tucked under. Long through the legs. Steady through the toes of the feet. Lengthening through the back of the head. Feel that crown of the head reaching forward. And then for these last few breaths, we're just going to rock forward and back here. Adding a little bit of movement. For 3. For 2. For 1. Inhaling, rolling forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhaling, we're going to lower all the way down onto our bellies as slowly as we can. Beautiful. Untucking the toes under, hands under the shoulders, elbows next to the side ribs. With an inhale, we're going to come into a baby cobra. Lift the upper half of the body, back of the shoulder blades kiss, and then exhale, lower down. Again, press the lower half of the body into the earth. As we inhale, lift up through the upper half, open through the front of the heart, gazing forward or up. Exhaling, release down. One more, inhaling, lifting up, hover the hands, squeeze the back of the shoulder blades together, draw the elbows back, gaze forward, gaze maybe up, and exhaling, release it down. Resting for a moment. Then coming into our locust pose, feet come together behind you, pointing back through the toes, interlacing the fingers behind the back. As we inhale, lift the upper half, lift the lower half of the body. Coming into our locust pose. Keep pointing back through the toes. Keep internally rotating through the thighs, activating through the legs. Feel the belly pressing against the earth with each breath. Squeezing the palms together, squeezing the back of the shoulder blades together. Opening up through the collarbones. Tucking the chin slightly into the chest. Again, focusing on that long line of energy in the back of the neck. Reach the crown of the head forward. Beautiful. And then keeping the rest of the body as it is, we're going to release the interlace of the hands. Keep drawing the hands and the fingers back towards the toes. Use the strength of your low back. For 3, maybe lift a little higher. For 2, activate. For 1, and then reach the hands forward and in front, like you're reaching forward for a lover, or reaching for someone who's in need of a helping hand. For 3, a little longer. For 2, you got this. For 1, and release it all down. Take a breath here. Beautiful strengthening from the lower back. Walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. With an inhale, we're either going to come into a upward facing dog or cobra. And then as we exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. With an inhale, we're going to extend the right leg up, three-legged dog. And then as we exhale, we're going to stack the right hip over the left. You can take some ankle circles here, hip circles. Breathing into the left hamstring, breathing into the palms, and then stepping that right foot all the way back. We're going to come into our wild thing. With an inhale, we're going to drop the hips down, hand in between the feet. As we exhale, lift it on up. Inhale, lower the hips down, hand down. Exhale, lift it up. One more, inhaling, hips down. Exhale, lift it on up. Squeeze and hold here, lifting up through the hips. Pressing that left hand into the earth. Gazing at that right hand. Opening up through the front of the heart. And then with an inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, we're going to step the right foot through. Lowering the left knee, pressing down to lift up, coming into your low crescent lunge here. Give yourself a moment to ground down through that right heel, pressing down through the left knee, scissoring the legs together, and then charging up through the legs. We're going to press ourselves up into a high crescent lunge. So again, feel the strength starting to build more within the legs. Steadiness through the breath. Feel the energy in the blood start to circulate throughout the body. The deeper we breathe, the easier these postures become. Beautiful. And then with an inhale, we're going to open the arms out wide to a cactus. And then as we exhale, we're going to revolve over towards the right. Keep scissoring the legs together. Keep reaching the crown of the head up. Right hand comes back for the left thigh. Reversing through that left hand. With an inhale, rising back up, high crescent lunge. And then with an exhale, we're going to open up, warrior two, towards the left. Adjust the stance as needed, right heel bisecting the middle of the back foot, settling into your warrior two here. Gazing forward and in front of the middle fingers, making sure your upper body's not leaning too much forward or leaning back. Directly stacked over the pelvis here. Settle in. Maybe close the eyes. Again, steady through the mind, steady through the breath. Allowing this to become a meditative posture. And then with an inhale, the front palm's going to face up. As we exhale, reverse through your warrior, keeping the bend in the front leg. With an inhale, coming back into your warrior two. And then as we exhale, coming forward into your extended side angle, one long line of energy throughout the left side of the body. Right hand can come onto the inside of the right foot. It can kind of like hang out on the right thigh. But try to minimize weight on that right hand if it is hanging on the right thigh. And then with an inhale, rising back up, warrior two. As we exhale, straighten through that right leg. Heel toeing the back foot forward, about a foot or so. With an inhale, start to lean your way forward. And then as you exhale, hinging at the hips. Coming into your triangle Trikonasana pose. Do your best to stack that right hip, that left hip on top of the right. Stacking that left shoulder on top of the right. Gazing towards the left or up at the top hand. And then with an inhale, rising back up, triangle pose. And then exhale, windmill the hands down as you flow through your vinyasa here. Switching sides. As we inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. And then exhaling, stacking the left up on top of the right. Taking some ankle circles here, hip circles. Sending some oxygen into the muscles and some synovial fluids into the joints. And then stepping that left foot all the way back, we're going to come into our wild thing. Opening up through the front of the heart. Pressing that right hand down into the earth. With an inhale, we're going to lower the hips down. Hand comes in between the feet. And then as we exhale, lift it on up. Inhale, hips down, hand between the legs. Exhale, hips up, reach back. Once more, inhale, hips down, hand forward. Exhale, reach it on up. Staying here, building a little bit of strength for a few moments, pressing that right hand into the earth, lifting up through the chest, stable through the feet, gazing at the left fingertips. And then with an inhale, reaching the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, stepping the left foot forward, lowering the right knee, pressing down to lift up, low crescent lunge on this side. Keep pressing that left heel down, spreading the toes of the left foot. Steady through the breath, open through the chest, and then powering up through the legs, lifting yourself up into a high crescent lunge on this side. Steady through the breath, steady through the mind. With an inhale, opening the arms out into a cactus, arms. And then as we exhale, we're going to revolve over towards the left. Keep scissoring the legs together. Strong through the legs. Lengthening through the spine. Opening the hands a little bit wider. Maybe bringing the gaze back towards the left hand. Left hand can come back of right thigh. You can reverse through the right hand. Then with an inhale, coming back, high crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, warrior two towards the right side. I'm going to go ahead and switch sides so you guys can see me. Settling into your warrior two here. So just making sure that that left heel is bisecting the middle of the back foot. Externally rotating through the left knee. Again, torso, upper body resting on top of the torso, on top of the pelvis here, not leaning forward, not leaning back. Shoulders rolling back and down, extending through the fingertips of both hands. Gazing in front of the middle fingers. From palm faces up with an inhale. Exhaling, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in the front leg here. Then with an inhale, rising back into your warrior two. As you exhale, coming forward, extended side angle. Again, one long line of energy in the right side of the body. Left hand can come to the inside of the left foot. It can come on top of the left thigh, but if it's on the left thigh, don't put too much weight on it. Allow the strength to come from your legs here. And then with an inhale, we're going to rise back up, warrior two. As we exhale, straighten the front leg. Heel toe that back foot forward about a foot or so. Inhale, lean forward. As you can anymore, exhale, hinge at the hips, setting up for your triangle Trikonasana pose. Make sure to keep that right hip stacked on top of the left, right shoulder stacked on top of the left, gazing towards the right or up at the top hand. 2 more breaths here. And then with an inhale, press yourself up. And then as you exhale, windmill the hands down as you flow through your Vinyasa here. Take a moment in your downward facing dog. And then with an inhale, gazing forward. As you exhale, step, hop, or float your way up towards the front, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising up, hands up. Exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Coming into a balanced posture, we're going to set up for a tree pose. So, grounding down into the right foot, we're going to bring the sole of the left foot either onto the inner calf or the inner thigh. Anywhere except for the knee. We don't want it on the knee. So either on the calf or on the thigh. Allow the left knee to externally rotate here. Press that right foot into the earth. Lift up through the spine. Open through the heart. Hands can come down by your sides as you settle into the breath here. Feel yourself rooting into the earth like a tree. Feel your chest and your head reaching up like leaves reaching for sunlight. And then with an inhale, carrying the hands up overhead to a 45. And then reaching the hands directly overhead, hands come to prayer in front of the heart, and gently release that down. Switching sides, grounding down into the left foot. The sole of the right foot comes onto the inner calf or onto the left inner thigh. Again, anywhere except for the knee. So either onto the calf or onto the thigh. Externally rotate through that right knee. Press that left foot down into the earth. Lift up through the spine. Open through the heart. Hands by your side. Palms facing up. Settle into the breath here. Feel the energy flowing through the hands. Feel the chest elevate, lifting up, reaching out for some sunlight. Steady through the breath and the mind. And then with an inhale, we're going to reach the hands up to a 45. Elevate through the heart, pick up through the chest. Reach the fingertips out wide. Reaching for some sunlight. And then bring the hands directly overhead as they come to prayer in front of the heart. Releasing that down. From here, we're going to slowly squat our way back down, coming to a seated position. So we're going to close out our practice today in a comfortable seat. We'll close out the same way that we started with 3 ohms. So just allowing the hands to come anywhere that's meaningful to you. They can come palms facing up on top of the thighs. They can come to prayer in front of the heart. we're just going to seal our practice, our short practice today, short but effective practice, with 3 ohms. So again, we're going to focus on really enunciating each part of the word. So it's going to be Aum. And you want to feel it, notice where it reverberates within your body. So finding your comfortable seat, eyes open or closed, closing out with 3 ohms here. Taking an inhale, open mouth, exhale, side out. Inhaling for Om. Feeling the reverberate in the face, in the skull. Inhale. Last one, allowing this love to overflow to a loved one, to someone in need. Inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace. Peace in the world. Peace in our bodies and peace in the universe. Feel free to stay in your seated meditation for as long as you need, as long as you can. Thank you for joining in on this practice. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.